Like, see, now we back to the business now, the dollar and cents. Is the WWE really this naive? Is the WWE really this egotistical? Do they really think that they just have this deep roster of superstars? This is where, to me, the race factor, it gets blatant now. Because WWE is the premier wrestling promotion. But let's not ever get it twisted. It's a reason why you have to keep bringing people like The Rock back to WWE. It's a reason why you have to do this whole abomination of John Cena's last run. You don't have stars in WWE. This is why Logan Paul is in the position he's in. And I'm a fan of Logan Paul, so I ain't saying that to knock him. But at the same time, this is a reason why Logan Paul has a predominant spot in the premier wrestling company, because he is a star. It doesn't have to be in the wrestling world. He's a star in the world. And that's what the WWE desperately need. This is why Logan Paul could pretty much do whatever he wants to do. But shout out to Logan Paul for just being humble and professional. He worked his ass off to get to where he is, even before WWE. This is why he could write his own ticket in that promotion. So again, this is only to say the WWE does not have a big roster of superstars. You could argue the fact that Roman Reigns is their only true superstar, because now we have to go here. If people thought that I was going in on WWE before, that was nothing. That was just having fun, talking about how the matches and the storylines could be better. But this right here, this is strictly business we talking right now. Who the hell does the WWE think that they even are right now? This was one of the most unprofessional things that they could do. This is not one of those scenarios where you could say that this is a part of the business. And don't try to throw people in it like Carlito. Shout out to Carlito. But for people that want to try to draw that comparison, don't draw the comparison. Because Carlito had been away from that company for over 10 years. He was never even booked on the show as a serious wrestler. He was just with groups. R-Truth has been with the WWE ever since he finished up with TNA. He's been right there in the WWE. And we seen how he's been booked. But like I said on my earlier discussion about R-Truth, before the release, no matter what type of shit the WWE drew up for R-Truth, R-Truth hit a home run. He scored a touchdown. He made shit happen. Every time. WWE writes material that is just straight corny and straight trash. Somehow, when R-Truth gets his hand on this trash, he's able to turn it into treasure. Each time. Everything that they've gave this man to do, which was some stupid shit to do from the beginning, somehow R-Truth has made it work. Professional wrestling is a business of people not breaking character. R-Truth has continued to make every wrestler break character at some point, because this man is a natural. I haven't heard one wrestler in R-Truth's entire career have something negative to say about R-Truth. This man has been the premier professional when it comes to professional wrestling. Imagine being with a wrestling company for over a decade when they writing material as if it's Saturday Night Live, as if it's Mad TV. We ain't gonna say In Living Color, because In Living Color was funny. That the WWE writes is not funny. But still to this day, R-Truth has made all of it work. He's made all of it work. 24/7 champion 50 times. Some people should be physically assaulted for doing this, meaning that somebody should be slapped. Like, it needs to be a supervisor that checks the script, and when the script come across the desk and it's saying stupid like this, then it should be allowed to slap the out of whoever wrote it.
Hit that director in the face really hard.
This is how bad these things have been, and wrestling fans have to just turn a blind eye to it. But we just chalked it up to the game, because at least R-Truth was there. But then you people had the nerve to disrespect this man by giving him a lowball offer on top of taking this man's real competitive career away from him? See, companies like WWE, these big corporations, they think it's enough with you just simply working for them. These corporations really think that that's the prize. They undermine any type of value that a good employee brings to the table. And WWE has shown this time and time again. For the past few years, we hear about this big group of people that's been released from WWE. And it's always a bunch of names that just shouldn't even be on the list. There's no way certain players should be getting cut from the team. But with everything that's going on in the world of professional wrestling as of right now, mid 2025, in real time right now, the WWE is not on fire the way those people think that they are. So it brings me back to the fact that they actually sat down in a real business meeting with a man that's been professional for these people for almost 20 years and always delivered. And they looked this man in the eye and tried to get this man an offer that they knew that he wasn't going to take. Because this they way of trying to be nice and letting R-Truth make the decision to walk away. I wish R-Truth would have walked away. Because see, those egos that's controlling the creative in WWE, y'all need to be humble. Y'all really need to be humble. And y'all didn't think that a person like R-Truth could be the one to humble you. But y'all saw real quick how the fans just wasn't having it. And shout out to all of the fans. This is why race and wrestling isn't about fans. This is about the people that run the wrestling business, or at least in WWE. That's the sad part about it. It's not the fans. The fans came together and the fans let their voice be heard. And it actually was a beautiful thing to see. It's always a silver lining. And this was that. The WWE seen in real time and they heard it around the world. People love R-Truth and they wasn't trying to hear that. And shout out to all of the fans for that. Because again, that's a beautiful thing. WWE got some real egotistical people over there. And they think the fans don't matter. Which is crazy, because how could you even have the WWE if you don't have the fans? And that's why I wish R-Truth would have walked away. Because those people over there at WWE really riding on their high horse. And they damn sure didn't think that little old R-Truth could make that type of noise in such a short amount of time. But let that man have went to another company, and not TNA. Because TNA is in cahoots with the WWE. He needed to go to a whole different promotion. I mean, obviously AEW is the only one left that has no direct ties to WWE. I'm not saying R-Truth would have went to AEW and made AEW this big time promotion all of a sudden. I'm not saying that. But the morality around the WWE would have went down completely. The momentum would have shifted. Later on in this episode, I'm going to speak to that fact. A lot of people was anticipating AEW's demise, but that promotion has really weathered the storm. And with WWE dropping the ball and making dumbass decisions like this, if y'all would have let R-Truth walk away, y'all would have seen AEW put themselves in a position to really compete again. It don't even have nothing to do with R-Truth being in AEW. It's just the fact that not only is the WWE not delivering with the actual product, the actual matches, but now y'all showing y'all true colors. Now y'all showing how y'all really feel. A guy like myself, I'm not surprised. We talking about race and wrestling. Another person we gonna talk about today is Naomi. Shout out to Naomi. I talked about her during WrestleMania weekend, and now I'll repost that video for anybody that missed it. See, Worldwide Classic, we got it all covered. We got it all covered. That's with no ego involved. Y'all watch for yourself. It seems like every topic that I discuss actually becomes a bigger topic. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. I'm just saying that if y'all love professional wrestling and hearing about it, then Worldwide Classic is where you need to be at. Full-time Digital House is what you need to subscribe to on YouTube. Southside Tre is your host, and you should follow me on Instagram. Naomi and Sasha Banks walked away from the WWE a few years ago. See, things are happening right in front of our face, but big companies and big corporations do great with PR. They do great with public relations, and they do great with cleaning up. And they're even better at trying to be the victim and making the talent look bad. And a lot of people looked at Sasha Banks and Naomi as if they were disgruntled employees and they were unprofessional for walking out of the WWE. Time tells all. See, with me, it's not about my opinion, at least not all of the time. These things are happening. I just do a good job at taking notes. I take great notes. The last time I noted, Naomi just won Money in the Bank. The first black woman to do so. So again, shout out to Naomi. I love Naomi, 100%. I watched her start in that company. But isn't that interesting that somebody that walked out of WWE, like literally walked out of the company while she was a tag team champion? Isn't that ironic that she's able to come back and that now she's won the Money in the Bank contract? The WWE doesn't reward unprofessionalism. Hell, they punish you for a lot less. These are small ways where the WWE is admitting they are wrong. We don't even know what transpired to make Sasha Banks and Naomi walk out of the WWE. But seeing the way that Naomi has been booked since they were able to reacquire her, to me, actions speak louder than words ever could. She hasn't just been at the top of the women's division for no reason. Not only is she that good and she deserves it, but the WWE know that they fucked up. They know that they messed up. Sasha Banks is another great wrestler. And there's no reason why she shouldn't be with that company either. Where the hell is Jade Cargill at? I keep hearing Braun Breaker going headline 20 WrestleManias. The man is not even ready yet. The man is not even ready ring-wise. But we keep seeing him every week. Where's Jade Cargill? But the WWE had the audacity again to release statements when they signed Jade Cargill saying that she wasn't going to be on TV for a while because they wanted to work with her and they wanted her to really be ready. The hell you mean by that? And why would that be something that the WWE will have to tell everybody? If y'all got to work with her, work with her. What the hell is y'all releasing a statement for to basically try to tell us that she not ready to be in the ring yet? How could Jade Cargill not be ready to be in the ring when she just dominated at AEW? I mean, of course, I get it. I ain't stupid. Of course she needs some work. Of course she needs a little fine tuning. She's still relatively new to professional wrestling. But isn't that amazing, the things she's been able to accomplish with very little wrestling experience? And we still barely seeing this woman involved. I could go on all day about this topic and race and wrestling. So I'm not going to cover it all right now because it really is upsetting to think about the way that the black athletes have been treated when it comes to the WWE. Not in the world of professional wrestling, because in every other promotion, black wrestlers are being treated fairly and equally. But for some reason, in the premier wrestling promotion, the wrestling promotion that the world get a chance to see, the representation and the visualization of black wrestlers have always been and remains to be subpar at best. Below average. A C-. I'm not one of those guys y'all could try to get over with by bringing up a guy like Trick Williams and saying the things that he's doing. That doesn't move me because that's NXT. Those are still wrestlers that's in development. We're talking about the main roster on the main shows and the main pay-per-views or premium live events. I just watched Monday Night Raw and Jey Uso just lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Gunther. Gunther just slept Jey Uso. Put him to sleep. On Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Tonight in real time. I guess that's a great segue into Monday night.